Hello, everybody. Hello, Marie. Hello, Jazzy. How's everything going over there?
Great. Hi, Lisa. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you. And Jasper says hello.
Hey,
So,
Jazzy.
yeah, no, look, it's going good. We're getting some beautiful weather finally where I live. No rain. But it was interesting because yesterday I was just sitting out in my beautiful balcony, and I noticed these really big helicopters coming over, and they're army helicopters. And one of them was a massive troop carrier, like I'm talking huge, and the other one was like a normal army helicopter. And I was going, I haven't seen that before here. So I tried to take a video, but I was a bit slow. But so we have an army base. It's probably about an hour's drive from here. So it just could have been them doing stuff, off one of the islands or whatever. I don't know, but I just found that really intriguing. So yeah,
Interesting. Did you
yeah,
tune into it to see if it felt like it was
something
related
was
to
going
something?
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it intrigued me, and I did. I just tuned in and I went, okay, there's shifting stuff, and that's all I was getting. So look, it could have been just a normal military operation of some sort, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but with everything that's going on, I was just like, ooh,
Yeah. Like what's going on?
what's going on? So
Yeah.
yeah, so that was interesting.
Okay, very good. Very good. Over here, actually, good news. And I wrote it down because um, I am just so proud of our governor. So, Florida votes to ban sex change procedures for minors after volatile testimony.
That is awesome. Common sense prevailing, right?
Leading the
Oh,
way.
yeah,
I am just so
definitely.
proud of that I'm here and that um yeah. And hello everybody. I don't know if I said hello to the people on the chat, but
You
hello,
did.
hello, hello. And I just saw Margaret. I haven't seen her in forever, so it's so nice to have her here and everybody else too. But yeah, I actually, said I'm gonna give a shout out um, to our state and how
Good.
we seem to have our head put on correctly here. Um, so
Well, yeah,
just
mm,
yeah,
you're so blessed because we don't have one state here where their head's on correctly. So,
yeah,
that must be such a nice feeling.
yeah,
Really empowering. Yeah, really uplifting.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's fantastic news. So, yeah.
Yes.
Anything else going on that you've noticed or?
Um, so on this side of the pond, um, because I've kind of left all the chats.
Yeah.
So this is what happened, right? What we're seeing is that we are um oh, it's going to happen the 24th. Oh, it's going to happen the 29th. Oh, it's going to happen. It's gotten to the point now where I'm just like, I don't give a shit. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit. So I said, I am deleting all these chats and I am not going to look at them because it is useless and
Yeah.
nobody knows anything. And they might think they know something, but they really don't. And it's obvious that none of them know anything. So I said, why am I allowing these people to create my reality? So I started um, like creating my own reality. Like this is going to happen, and this is going to, like okay, it's done. It's a done deal
Yeah.
by this date, and just I'm starting to like create my own thing, because now they're saying, oh, Zim bonds are out of off the table, is what they're saying. Okay, really? Because then I see someone else who says, well, that's bullshit. That's not true.
I know.
So then these people, when they say Zim bonds are off the table, then they're creating that reality for other people, like my brother. So it's like, see, you let him make you believe that some of your contracts are off the table when it might not even be true.
Yeah.
So I've had it. I've had it. I'm done. I'm done. It's time to move on and just move on with my life. That's why I put my house for sale, because it was like, I'm done waiting for this whatever RV, whatever is supposed to happen. I said, I'm moving on. I'm tired. I'm
Yeah.
just done. I'm done. I'm moving on with my life. And when it happens, it happens. And when it does, I'll be
Yeah.
there.
Absolutely. And look, I really think I've sort of been in the same place. I mean, I haven't been watching a lot of stuff. I think I did a JCK one yesterday because it was interesting. It was around real, but I've the same. It's like it doesn't matter when it happens in our reality. That's when it happens. And so, yeah, it's like, get on with life, go and have fun, create what you want. But it's a great place to be in because it's just like letting go and surrendering.
It is.
It's
It
like,
is.
yeah, okay.
It's absolutely surrendering and just letting it be.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we're so powerful. And I think we do forget this. We are incredibly powerful creators. And so it's about coming back into our hearts and just starting to feel and imagine, what it is we want to experience. And that's how we create.
Yeah.
We're bigger than anything that's out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely. So it's just exciting, and also to feel that we are there. Like in my head, I've decided, okay, if I feel like we're already there, then I create that reality.
yeah.
So that's where I'm at, where I'm just assuming that it's already here. Instead
Beautiful.
of, instead of looking at these chats, oh, October 29th. Oh, but
No.
forget it. I'm done with you.
Yeah, well, it's my birthday tomorrow, so I've organised for friends to catch up at the beach and do lunch, and I'm just forget
Nice.
everything. So
So
such a
happy
good excuse.
birthday.
Thank
Happy early
you.
birthday.
Early birthday. Well, for me it's Saturday, so yeah, tomorrow's Sunday. So you guys are still a day behind, but
Yeah.
yeah. So, but and that's it. There's so much joy in getting together with friends and having fun and just just enjoying life. And I think we've got to bring it back to simpleness, don't we? Because it's the
Yep.
simple things in life for me that are really joyful.
Yes.
So,
Absolutely. And the
mm,
funny thing is um I looked into, those places that are kind of communes.
yeah,
Okay, that I started looking into that to see if I could find something, out there. But nothing that's close enough. Just the start of the idea, but that's about it.
wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. I think it's because we've all been so separated deliberately. To me, it's about community and it's about coming in to being around people that are really supportive and that you connect with and that you can then expand with. And yeah, and I think that's going to become one of the greatest things, is to have that community feeling, whether it's with your neighbors, whether it's with just a big group of friends, or whether it is living on land with people that you love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really feel that's going to be the most important aspect of our lives at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
and it's
Absolutely.
interesting because I did pull a animal magic card for everyone. I got the hit to do that, and I was going, I wonder why this has come up. But now, with what we're talking about, it makes so much sense. And it's the scarab. So the scarab, it looks a bit creepy, but it's about death, rebirth. So this is about letting go of all the old and going into a new place and being a new being. And it's a very lucky card. It actually does bring good luck into your life, good fortune. It brings a feeling of youthfulness. And and so for me, what was standing out, it actually was the scarab. Like often it's the ankh in the background. And of course, the Egyptians used to really honor the scarab beetle. So yeah, this death rebirth, it's such a great opportunity to do exactly what we've been talking about, is just to
Yeah.
let go and just bring in the new for yourself.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. Do you know
yeah.
anything about the energies that are? And thank you, everybody, for wishing Maurice a happy
Oh,
birthday. That's wonderful. You guys
thank
are so
you.
awesome.
I know you're making my heart sing.
Yes, that's
Thank you.
beautiful. That's awesome. So you're a Libra?
No, I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpio. Oh,
Yeah.
that's shocking.
Yeah, no, it's
You don't
great.
you don't feel like
I'm
a
not,
Scorpio.
no, and a lot of people say that, but I think what's the other one that's
The
rising is,
rising.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's either Cancer or Virgo, and so I feel I'm more of that than
Oh,
Scorpio.
yeah.
Yeah, and plus, with our signs, I also feel that it's up to us to conquer. a lot of
Right.
the aspects of it to move into the opposite, to be the balance.
Yes.
So yeah, so I mean, I used to be a little bit more reactive than I am now. but yeah, so no, I've never felt like a Scorpio. So
Yeah, no, you don't have the personality. My dad's a Scorpio, and
however, I found male Scorpios are quite different to female Scorpios. So yeah, that's just my
ooh.
noticing over the years. And I go, oh, that's interesting. So yeah.
All right, well, guys, I don't have a lot of questions, so I am going to depend on you to put the questions down. I think I only have one or two, not a whole lot. So if you guys have not watched my video with Octavia, I highly suggest you watch this. It is amazing. Amazing. She shows you how to move to your highest timeline. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal, and it's all about vibration and about handling emotions instead of stuffing them down. So right now it's really critical that people stay in the highest vibration that they can, not only for themselves but also for bringing in this new wave of abundance for everybody. So
Yeah, absolutely. I started to watch it. I must finish it because I was really intrigued with it. So yeah.
okay, so the first question, of course, is Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
So the question is the White Hats going to let the, you know what, totally screw up the elections to let everyone see it?
Disclosure through exposure. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's
So
just tune in and just see what our cards have to say about
should
that.
we first ask if it's going to happen, or is that
Yeah,
assumed?
we can check in to see at this point of time, because as we know, things can change. But at this point of time, will the selections go ahead? The elections. Interesting. Okay, now those two want to come up. Oh my gosh, this is fascinating, guys. So we've got our Hierophant. Now, to me, the Hierophant is always an authoritarian figure, who has a lot of control over people, can, a lot of power. And right next door to it, what came up was our Emperor. So this is the battle of the ages, really. So the Emperor for me is always someone that we would prefer to have, that comes from more justice, that comes from more integrity, than power and authority. So the battle's on. So it's okay. So let's just see. Oh, what comes up now? King of Swords. Yeah, Dennis, with what I'm actually going to say to you, if the truth comes out about what's been going on, because to me the King of Swords is always about speaking truth and creating a situation that is more as clarity, then I feel that they won't go ahead. But this battle is going on at the moment still. So, but there's been the Seven of Pentacles has now come up. So to me, this is about having a lot of seeds that have been planted over time to create something that is wanted. And now the Nine of Pentacles has come up. So this is a very unique situation has a lot of abundance to it. So I feel whichever way it goes, it's going to work in the favor of more integrity and something that's actually feels it's better for us in reality. So it's, either way it goes, whether they actually just completely don't have them because of truth comes out or whatever, or if they actually watch things unraveling, and then go, we're catching too much stuff going on. And I know the feeling for me when I was pulling cards before, it was always that it would come down to almost like the last minute of whatever way it would go. So I know that doesn't sound real. The world cards come up. So because this is going to actually affect the whole world when this does go down. So it's got to be done properly. It's a global thing at the end of the day. So, but the US is where the focus is on. So look, I feel that there's still a lot going on behind the scenes, but I don't know. I'm still feeling that there will be a something will stop it. Yeah, because the moon cards come up. So this is when there's displacement, when there's something that's not quite right. It's out of it, and it's like going in, and then there's often a bit of a play out that happens when the moon card comes out. So yeah, I reckon just watch this space and just see what comes through with it. So
Okay,
yeah,
very
it's a good
good.
question.
Very good. And Dennis's second question actually is one of the few questions I have for today.
Ooh.
So they're reporting that we're running out of diesel.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if this is part of the fear porn that they're putting out there to freak people out, or are the bad guys actually taking all the diesel and not putting any out?
First of all, let's find out if it's true.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm just going to see, is this actually truth? Is there less diesel than what is needed at the moment? Oh, again, that moon card's come up. So again, this is playing out a reality where something's not quite right. It's not in its right place. Interesting. So, but then we've got our Two of Wands, and to me, this is it's an action card, but it's also a balance card, and it's looking out over the situation. So I feel that it's going to create a bit of chaos. Seven of Cups has come up, so they could play this out. Now, I'm just going to ask. So it could be truthful. Now, whether it's truthful or not, they could still play out like it is truthful. Does that make sense? So if
I mean, obviously we're not going to, if it's in the news, all we can know is what we see as reported, really.
Yeah. So what it's going to do is make people really look at what they've got, what's going on in their reality, because the Queen of Pentacles is all about that contemplation and just being wise and not going into fear. Okay. Again, that Seven of Cups has come up. So that they want chaos in a way. So, and I'm going to find out now which side this is coming from, or if it's a manipulation that can then be rectified. So maybe there is a secret stash of diesel. So because, the message that they want out there is, no, we've got a big, huge shortage.
Of course.
So and again, is it just wanting to see how bad, that current leadership has been to people?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. So this is really interesting as well, because it's really looking at emotions. So we've got our Five of Cups. So this to me is always grief, looking at, oh my gosh, look what's gone on. This is causing some chaos with deliveries, whatever it is. But then remember, there's always two cups just behind the person. To me, Five is also change. So there will be a change, because the next one that came up was the Nine of Cups. So something will happen. So they could have some diesel stashed, I would say, with this Nine of Cups. And then the Ten of Wands, which is something's finishing. It's an action card. Okay, so it could have taken a long time to get here, but there is a change. Yeah, High Priestess has just come up to me. This is our mystery card. So there could be something hidden, Dennis, or they could have a solution that, of course, we haven't heard about.
Yeah.
So there could very well be some solution for it.
Okay, very good. So the next question is one that we've asked before. I think we asked it in the last video. If it's still looking like Mr. T is going to be arrested.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, okay, that one's what's to come out. Oh, interesting. Oh, I know the card of the day. Okay, so we've got our Three of, where are we? So first card up was our Three of Wands. Now, to me, this is when we're looking towards the future, but letting go of the past. So, and then we've got our Moon card again. So there's something hidden. There's something that's not in the right place. So even if it happens, which it could happen with this card, it's like it's a I want to say the word furphy, but it's like it's a something that is it's not truth, because then the Ten of Cups comes up, which is really positive. Everyone's feeling good about the situation. There's something that's been built. So I'm still saying, Magician card, smoke and mirrors, I'm still saying it might come out that yes, he's been put under this indictment or whatever, an arrest, but it won't actually be that. It's just a trigger. It's just something, you know, and they can make anything look as real as they want.
Exactly.
So, yeah, to me, it would be almost like a trigger when that, and it could come through. I would say there's a high possibility of that actually happening.
Yeah.
But it's a plan, because the Two of Cups is just a cup. So this is a plan, working with others to create this.
Yeah. Okay, very good. So I'm going to answer Melissa's question, and I think, Maree, I want you to chime in as well. But when we're talking about, and I'll go back to the normal, when I'm going back to this question, there's several things you can do. One of them is to journal. So I noticed that whenever I have a journal in front of me, my thoughts completely stop. And it's like, oh, I don't have any thoughts, you know, like, because, you know, it's like, it's almost like it stops it. So if you're able to have a journal with you, start writing any thought that comes out. Just write it. The more you write, the more they'll get out of your head and not come back, if that makes sense. It's almost like getting it out of the mind and into the outside of the mind, and they just poof, so they're gone after that. Something else that is good to take the mind off is to have intention behind everything that you do. So I'm going to pick up my phone now because I need to look at the weather. So you're looking at the weather. Okay, now I'm going to brush my teeth, and I'm going to brush my teeth because I want to keep them clean. And so if you have intention behind every action that you're taking, then your mind is, involved in creating that intention and the action. And so there's less outside thoughts that are going to creep into your mind. Maree, anything else? I mean, meditation too. Meditation is fantastic to help with that.
Yeah, exactly. And it can be really hard to do that, when someone is very analytical. So breath is often a really good way to help you to drop out of your head and into your heart. So just a big breath in. And as you breathe out, literally take your attention down into that heart space, and then just let yourself drop into your body. So you sort of just bring that intention down into a place. Now, I've always seen our divine mind as being in between our heart and our mind. And so even taking your attention to here, just in front of you, I find it's almost like it just gives you space. So that's just a couple of quick things that I do if I'm starting to get caught up in my head. And the other thing is always drop into gratitude. So if you're finding
I was just going to say that.
So gratitude. So just go,
gratitude.
I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that I can breathe. Oh, I'm so grateful. Just simple stuff. Bring it back into that gratitude attitude. Do you want me to ask Jazzy if there's anything he's got for us to actually help?
Yeah,
so energetically, absolutely. Or whatever. So Jasper. Oh, he's so funny. Can I tell you what he just told me? He said, how can I get out of my head? Oh, he's so funny.
That's hilarious.
Humor will get you out of your head is what he was saying in that respect. Yeah. So he's still laughing. He thinks he's hilarious.
That is hilarious.
So humor. Thank you, Jasper. So humor will break the patterning. So break your pattern. Okay. Hopefully that's helpful.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you, Maree. Here's the next one that I could find with Twitter and Mr. Elon.
Sure.
So what can the cards tell us about that whole thing?
Yeah, that's a really interesting question, Lady Hawk. Wow. So the first one up we've got is our Four of Pentacles. Now, to me, this is always creating a new foundation. Sometimes it takes time. I mean, how long has this been going on for? Yeah. So this is creating a new foundation for us. Let's just see. Oh, that one's hot. We'll go in there. Yeah. Oh, the moon cards come up again. So it's all been an absolute play on things that have been out of place, out of whack, out of balance, and it's creating. This is what it's doing: is it's creating almost like a moon card energy reality. So people are just going, "What's going on? How can this happen?" Brilliant, because when that happens, you know that something deep is going to come from it. It's creating a lot of chaos for a lot of people that thought it was their safe haven to have only that opinion expressed, correct? So, yeah, this Three of Swords, it's really hitting people. And that's, to me, what the idea has been. It's been about really shaking up, because it's to create a space, which is our Nine of Beautiful Cups, which is our desire, what we want emotionally. It's creating a space to show that, oh, look, we have got some maybe freedom coming back through. We have got some place to have all aspects of thoughts. So that's what the goal is, Lady Hawk, I feel, is to actually bring about the change that's needed for us to feel better. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. So this to me is my trusted knight that brings through the truth and messages into reality. So that's what it's about with the cards.
Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. I think we looked into this.
Let's have another
Maree.
look, though. We can just have another look.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know it's something, like you said, that it's been thrown around, bandied around, but okay, so I'm just going to go in and just see what our cards can tell us. I'll just, now, how are we going to word this? Because I want to get a really sort of clear answer. So is DeSantos actually working for the other side? Is that something how we could ask it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he working with or against Mr. T?
Is he working? Okay, first of all, we'll ask, is he working with Mr. T? Ooh, interesting. My goodness. Okay, these cards. Oh, that one. Okay. Tower cards come up. So I think there could be something that's been put in place to actually have a huge shift up for everyone. And then we've got our Two of Swords. So this is decisions that have been made. And then the King of Cups, decisions that have been made to create some sort of tower moment. But the King of Cups is tricky. So it's almost like there's still something hidden underneath it all. I'm going to ask now directly if it's because he's actually working from the other side. But no, I don't feel he is, because our Four of Pentacles has come up again. So this is setting up a new foundation. It's taken time. So you think about what he's done, though. He's actually created this tower moment because he's gone against everything, hasn't he, that's been going on nationally.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to believe it. Cards come up again. There's a lot of stuff that's coming up and that's out of place, that's going to create a reality check that people are going to have to work through. So there's a lot still. Page of Swords, this is someone that brings messages, but it can often be a bit tricky. So I think there's still not a lot of clarity, that it's almost like we're not meant to know yet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, judgment, but it will come out because the judgment cards come up. So my gut feeling is that he's okay, but they've sort of used it as a way of, again, creating a lot of talk amongst people and questions being asked, and why is he doing that and everyone else is doing this. So in a way, it has created its own tower moment doing that. So,
okay.
Yeah. So there's still a lot hidden there. So, but I feel, yeah. So that to me is what's been going on. They were tricky.
So it sounds like he's not necessarily working with Trump then.
I feel he is, but it's created the fact that he's expressed everything that was coming from, that political party or that aspect. Goes against everything else that was coming out nationally. So yeah, Queen of Wands, to me, this is a trusted card. So it's like playing it. He's been playing it deliberately. But no, I don't know. I don't feel that there is an issue with him. No, Knight of
Okay,
Wands
good.
keeps coming up. So
Okay, good.
no, it's
Good.
but it can look very strange.
Okay. I didn't get that he was not. Um, in the things that he's putting out there, they all point to him being on the good side.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's almost like caring for people, you know. So yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Ace of Wands just came up.
okay. So Dennis mentioned that there's some refineries that were blowing up out there, and why is this happening? What is it the good guys or the bad guys?
Okay. What refineries? Like oil refineries? Is that what you're saying?
He didn't say. He just said refineries.
Okay.
He said 3 plants blow up in different countries in just this week.
Okay, let's see if it's true.
Okay.
Let's just double check. So I'm going to presume that they're oil refineries, Dennis. If they're sugar refineries or something else, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, and you look at the comments, because if not, I lose my.
Oh, okay.
My.
Yep.
My
That's
space.
Oh, King of Wands. Okay. So 50-50. Yeah, 50-50. So the King of Wands has come up. So this is there's some trusted information or something that's happened. But then we've got our Two of Pentacles. And to me, this is always it can be like half of it can be true and half of it not true. And then we've got our Fool card. So it's almost like it's creating something new. So it's maybe it's to actually change something up and stepping into the unknown. But of course, we've got our worry card there now, Nine of Swords. So this is when people are worrying about this sort of thing. And yeah, it's mysteries again. So again, the High Priestess, that can it's something's hidden. And again, that can be like a 50-50. So maybe half of those are true. And
okay. And is it the good guys or the bad guys? I mean, I
Yeah.
can't imagine that it would be the good guys.
Exactly. Let's have a look and see. Oh, you're not going to believe it. Moon card again.
I was going to say, is it the Moon card?
There's so much going on that's just out of place. That's, you know what I mean? Oh, but it's all going to come up, because when the Moon card comes up, it really, really pushes things. So I'm feeling that it's not the good guys, because the Hierophant's now come up, which to me is someone that has a lot of authority, a lot of control. So, there's still a bit of stuff going on out there, but there's also smoke and mirrors. So like I said, it could be a 50-50 truth as well, like half of them. Yeah. So
they're putting out the fear porn, but
Yeah.
it's not really happening necessarily.
Some of it is true, but they're upping the ante with it.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Okay, this is a question that I can reword. So basically, why is it that Space Force doesn't show, their ships? But I'm assuming that that's assuming that they have ships, right?
Yeah,
Like
that's what I was just getting.
spaceships.
So, Emmanuel, are we talking about like, the rockets, or you want to know about a different type of rocket that we would think was more hidden? Okay. Let's have a look and see if they've even got any.
Right. I'm thinking spaceship, because that would wake people up, would be a spaceship, not a rocket ship.
Yeah.
So the assumption is it's a spaceship, but I don't. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a good question, because we've got our King of Swords coming up. Again, this is someone to me that brings through real truth, real wisdom in their words and in what they're setting up. But then we've got the Hanged Man. So this is the surrendering card. So it's just letting go. So it's obviously not timing, because then the Knight of Swords came up, and that's my military card. So so it's not the right time. I don't feel to actually show what they're actually really doing. So I feel it's probably different Yeah. So Four of Pentacles again, which is our setting up some sort of new foundation, but it's taken a long time. So I feel they're doing things that we don't, different things that maybe we don't expect. So hang on one second, my
Okay.
door's banging. Give me 1 second.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to
Okay.
have everybody.
I'm back.
I was saying I think it's a good time to do um, the 888
Okay.
so that we can do a general reading.
Yes.
And I will try to come back and find where I'm at here.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. I think I have a marker. Okay. So we're going to do 888 for anybody who wants a reading. If you've had a reading in the past, please let other people have a chance. I do have a list of everybody who's had a reading already, but if you could definitely let others have a crack at it, that would be great. And okay, so I am going to move down and then give it a second before I look up. And okay, here we go. Okay, so Lila.
Okay.
Light feather.
Oh, that's a great name. All right, so Lila, I'm just going to tune in through my higher self and just ask to connect in with your higher self. Okay. Okay, so I'm actually getting that you're quite excited to be getting this. It's like you've had a few things that you've been having going on, because I always try and do it in the moment and maybe what you need to hear for now. Okay, so the first card up, Lila, is the Six of Swords. So this is brilliant. It tells me that there's somewhere you've been that maybe hasn't been what you've completely wanted, but you're actually moving into a better arena is the word I'm getting. You're moving into a better situation with that. This card coming up, definitely. That's just been confirmed with our Three of Wands. So you're looking forward to the future. You're actually letting go of the past. And I'm really feeling that you're quite a positive person. It's almost like, though, because the Seven of Swords has come up, it's like you've had a strategy or you've got a strategy and you've got to let go of some stuff, because that five that he's carrying is about change. And then there's two swords left behind. So don't be afraid to leave some stuff behind to actually help yourself to move forward. And just keep that excitement, keep that feeling of, oh, wow. Sometimes, though, it's interesting because I was just going to say to you, sometimes, though, things that happen, you think, oh, this isn't going how I planned. And now our Nine of Swords has come up, which is the worry card. But don't worry, everything's always perfectly orchestrated. And it may be that you sort of take a slight detour, but it's going to be okay, because it's actually going to show you something that you didn't know you needed to know. King of Pentacles, because then we get our beautiful absolute master creator in reality. So you are absolutely going to experience what you want. You just might take a little detour, but don't go into the worry of it. All right. You know, it'll work out. The Empress, another beautiful creator card. She's gorgeous. It's love, it's joy, it's anything you want. So just stay in that heart. You know how Elisa and we were talking about staying in the heart. Do that. Don't let yourself go into your head. Okay, just breathe. It's all going to be perfect for you. So yeah, it's Three of Cups, celebration card. All right, so don't worry if you have a little blip here and there. Those blips can be the things that actually bring us into a place that is the best place to be. So yeah, so there you go. I hope that helped, Layla.
Very nice. Thank you so much, Marie.
You're welcome.
All right. So the new, I think I wanted to ask this question last time, and Dennis, and then we didn't have a chance. So, so there's been a new blood type found. It's ER blood type. It's about 2 years old, and they keep finding it more and more now.
What is ER? Does Dennis know what ER stands for?
Okay.
No,
I don't know.
let's just, yeah. So
So
I'd be really interested because
let's see if it's true, right? If
yeah,
there's
let's
been
just
a
see
new blood
if
type found.
it's completely new. Let's just see if it's completely new, or if it's just they're finding out, different aspects of blood types.
Okay.
Just, yeah. So let's see. Is this absolutely new? Okay. Yeah.
And check the comments and see if he says anything about
okay. It's just like the type, like O plus. Yeah, yeah. So, and so Dennis, this is what I was getting, because I was a midwife, so we had to learn all about all the different blood types, rhesus factors, everything that went with it. And the first thing is that when the Six of Pentacles comes up, we're being offered something. It's balanced, but we're being offered something, but it's not new. And then the High Priestess. So there's a bit of mystery around it. So I feel that it's almost like they've found something else within the blood group. Because I don't know if you know this, but it's not just, say, a Rh positive or Rh negative aspect that goes with an O or an A, AB or B. There's like another 100 aspects of it that come with it as well. So, and then we've got our Temperance card. So this is this can be change, as we know. This can be moving into a different perspective, but it's also patience. So you're saying about 2 years old. Yeah, I don't know with what these cards are saying. Yeah, I feel that it's actually something that they've just gone deeper into an aspect of a blood group, if that makes any sense. So because that too is asking questions, making decisions, or it can be a no. Yeah. So it's a Knight of Pentacles has come up. So there could be a lot of truth that there is something new information they're bringing out. In reality, to me, though, it's not a whole brand new blood group per se.
Okay.
Unless they're clones and they've made their own blood.
Which is totally completely possible.
But I was thinking about true humans. So yeah, Ace of Cups. So to me, that's like, no, it's within our humanity. It's no, it still feels right that it's just an expansion.
Yeah. Okay.
So I hope that helps. That's just what the cards are telling me. So.
Okay. Very good. Okay. So Trigel, we did forget to ask this when we were talking about DeSantis, to see if he is the original one.
Good point, because who knows? Anyone in a position of power has been touched by the DDS. Okay. All right, let's just see. Is this the original, true, authentic DeSantis? Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I feel it is, because we've got our Wheel of Fortune. So he may have changed or moved on from, I guess how he thought about things or some of his policies. Because then we've got our Seven of Pentacles. So there's been a lot of seeds planted for him to move into who he is now. And then our Knight of Cups. So to me, this is, it's stable, but it's an emotion that's quite stable. So I feel that he's still who he was originally, the Empress. So this is an original creator. So I do feel that he is who he was.
Okay.
From the cards.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, thanks, Tribal.
Very good. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. So Melissa was asking, will there be more than one financial system? I heard the central bank digital system for Social Security. Is this true? Interesting.
There's a couple of questions in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
All right.
Will there be more than one financial system?
Okay. So Melissa, if we're looking at financial systems, we then need to look at, does that include things like cryptocurrency? Does that then, is it talking about precious metals? Are they going to be considered a financial system of their own? So we have to be really clear, I think, about with what we're asking.
I think what I get is that the idea is that there's going to be a digital system for Social Security that is separate from
gotcha.
That is separate from the
Gotcha. From the
Then
system.
yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe from separate from what it's gonna be, which is it gonna be crypto? I don't know. Let's just say, will the Social Security system have its own digital system?
I think it
Financial
might do.
digital
Yeah,
system.
Melissa, look, it may do. It may be sort of connected, but not, because we've got our 5 of Wands. Now, this is something that's happening quite quickly, and it's change, and there's a little bit of confusion with that one as well. But then we've got the Tower card. So it looks like there's going to be a massive change all round. So it's probably going to look quite different to what we were expecting, because to me, this is big change, things, really big change. And then we get our Fool card right next to that. So there's a new reality coming that we don't know about yet. So it could very well be. But definitely there's going to be massive change in the whole arena of this. So let me just check in and just, oh, that one's hot. Yeah. 4 of Pentacles again, new foundations, and this is for either money or finances or reality. So it looks like there could be a situation where it's sort of linked in, but it is on its own. It's its own thing. Yeah, the Empress. They're going to create something, I feel, that's going to be different or original for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good, Melissa.
Yeah, it's great, because I wouldn't even think about checking this stuff unless you guys brought these questions up.
Yeah,
So
I know,
really
right?
cool, really cool.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm getting through the 888 to try to get to yes, and give us a thumbs up, you guys. That would be awesome. Okay, let's see. I'm still looking. So while I find something here, because they're talking about Rocky Road ice cream, the question I had was how long, and I know you don't like time frame, but how long is King Charles going to be king? Because
Oh, now there's a good question.
yeah, they're already talking about him being sick. All of a sudden now he's sick.
No. Oh, these ones fell out. What are they? Oh gosh. Okay, let's just check to see. I mean, is he really king? Because he hasn't been coronated. He's been put in that position at the moment. Shall we see if he's even still here?
We can. I mean, I was assuming he's not.
Yeah, let's
that
just
he's
check.
just a clone, either a clone or
They've got a player there in place. All right. Okay, I think he's moved on, because we've got the King of Pentacles, which is like, everyone's saying he's the king, but it's a reality. It's a king of a master of reality. But then we've got our 9 of Swords. So there was a lot of worry for him when this title came up. And then we've got the Chariot. So I'd say he's moved on.
So then let's ask when is the current clone or whatever the heck he is, when is he going to be
gone publicly? A bit like how our Queen was around.
Just like the Queen, right?
Just like the Queen.
Yeah. When is the actor going to be retired?
Okay, let's just see if we can get a time frame on that. Oh, the sun's come up, so it must be very soon. Yeah, and then the Queen of Swords, and so she's someone that is wise and brings through words. But interesting, isn't it? It's the Queen, not the King, and the Page of Wands. So this is some action that's being taken, new action that's coming through. Strength. So I would say fairly soon with that. I can check with my kinesiology as well and just see if I can get given a bit of a time frame.
Yeah.
Okay. I asked, will it be before the end of the year? And it's a no. So, but it will be before partway into next year.
Okay.
Yeah. So even around March is what I'm getting. So, yep, let's just see what happens.
Okay. So once that happens, will that be the end of the monarchy?
Yeah, good question. Okay. And again, they can
crossing my fingers.
I know they can keep things going though, can't they? Until they need to say this is why it's being dissolved, and it depends on the agreements they've had with the people that were concerned in it. Yeah, it looks like it because our military, it's going to be different because the military cards come in. So there's going to be, an explanation. And then we've got our King of Wands. So there's going to be something more trustworthy. It's, I like the King of Wands card. There's going to be a lot of grief from people because, for a lot of people, it's, so Five of Cups is all about grief and having to, grieve and let go. So, it looks like there could be a big change up of some aspect with that. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So does that mean that then that Australia will separate, I guess, from that whole, monarchy thing?
Well, it's interesting because I don't know if you know this, but because Australia is actually, what do you call it? It's not really connected to the Commonwealth anymore anyway. I've actually heard say that we're on the New York Stock Exchange, so we're owned by the US because they've changed a lot of the legislation or the not a constitution like you guys, but around it so that it is a business like the
Let's
government is
ask
a
that.
business.
Let's ask that if Australia is part of the US, like what you said.
Yeah.
We should ask to see what it says.
Yeah. So as it stands legally now. Yeah. Whew. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because first card up was our Seven of Pentacles, and again, this is when seeds have been planted. So this has been happening since like since the 60s, I think, since Holt. They've been doing this and changing this up. So, and then we've got our Seven of Wands, which is a lot of chaos action card that's created a lot of chaos. So within it, then we've got our Nine of Pentacles. So it's actually quite a unique situation, but it actually brings about at the end of the day some really a lot of positivity and a lot of abundance for Australia. So and the Sun card. So that's beautiful confirmation that it very well could be now considered an aspect of the US. However, again, there has to be a time when we all go back to our constitution, and yet we're linked in and connected to other countries. So because we don't even have a constitution, we don't have any human rights over here, literally.
That's crazy.
It's so crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is incredible, isn't it? So you
All
guys,
right.
your constitution is incredible over there in the US.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't see any questions. So the next question I want to ask is about the Zim, right? Some people say they're going to be exchanged, and other people are like, nope, the Zim is off the table. So is it true that the Zim bonds are off the table?
Wow.
Because those were the only ones that required human.
Whoops. Have we lost you again?
The other exchange.
Oh, you're back. You're back.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're right. You're right. These are interesting cards. So I was asking, are the Zims off the table? And the King of Swords came up. So this means that there's some truth that's being spoken with that.
Okay.
And then the Ace of Wands. So off the table as they were seen before.
Yeah.
But then the beautiful Nine of Pentacles. So it means something unique can happen to bring about abundance. So so what they're saying, that yes, it's off the table, could very well be true. But then we've got our celebration card as well. So something might flip around from what I'm getting with these cards. Because at the end of the day, there will be a celebration. But it may not happen, how it's meant to. Queen of Pentacles, contemplating reality, finance, money. So there's contemplation going on at the moment with how to deal with that.
Ah, interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know
Okay.
if that helps or not, but that's just what the cards were saying.
Yeah. Okay, Wolf Love, thank you for the question. The new Alberta Premier, is she as good as she sounds so far?
Okay, so she's obviously putting out the right vibes to people to be asking a question like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know, and what I'm doing as well is I'm always asking about in our environment as we know it, because we don't know. Maybe the deep state owns everything still, you know, and it's playing to again doing the division thing. So it's as we know it and understand it,
Yeah.
where we are. Is
Yeah.
she as good as she sounds?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the first card that came up, I don't know what was happening in Alberta, but the Eight of Swords has come up. So if you guys have been like a little bit stifled and kept, is that right? Is that what
Yes.
Alberta's been like?
Yes.
Yeah, so it didn't look
Big
too
time.
good. Yeah, so the Judgment card then came up. So yeah, there's definitely, she's actually, well, something's going to happen, or she's a part of something that can happen to bring about a revelation and to bring about, you know, people waking up and change, because then you've got the Victory card. Our beautiful Six of Wands has come up. So this is, there's a victory. So if you've been living in this, then it looks like there's going to be a change up, and she could be a part of that, because we were asking about whoever that is. So yeah, yes, Wolf Love.
So that reminds me, Wolf Love, about the premiere in the UK, this Liz Truss person.
Mm-hmm.
She was there for several weeks and now she's out.
Yes.
So it's like, well, was that the good guys or was that the bad guys? Like, I'm trying to figure out what that was all about. I want to see what the cards can tell us about this situation, because I don't get it.
No. Okay. And, you know, I've heard that the new guy is very, very linked in and affiliated with
the WEF, yeah.
Yeah. So let's just see. So can I ask it this way? Was that actually a positive move with stuff we don't know about to have her gone? Is that one way we can ask it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah. Yeah, I feel it was. Because Three of Wands, it was like, it was a positive move, because for some reason now they're looking forward to the future, letting go of the past. Page of Cups has come up, so it's like an offering, and we've got our Queen of Cups, because there's a lot going on over there. So a lot of people are actually contemplating, and it's not emotionally, it can be a little bit sad, but a lot of wisdom coming through. So some people weren't happy that she went, obviously.
yeah.
Temperance. When my Temperance card comes up in a situation like this, it is there's definitely been a change, or there's even going to be more change, but patience. So, you know, as far as this new guy goes, I'm wondering if he's had to turn over. Justice card has come up, if he's had to do a flip.
Oh.
Yeah, is what I'm just getting. So, yeah, King of Swords. So it's almost like he's going to have to do a turnaround and speak truth and be in integrity, because I would say he's done a deal and we've got our Ace of Wands. So, yeah, so I feel that there's a lot more going on there than what we know. It's not a great place to be at the moment, the UK.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay, so summarize for me then. She was, I was kind of reading the chat, so I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
So
I feel that she maybe wasn't going to be able to play the game as much as someone that has been seen to have been in the WEF and things like that, and then to turn it up. And yeah, so yeah,
do you
so there
feel
was
like
too much
she was
indecision around her. It was like it was, yeah, it was like she didn't quite have the goods. So because then our Five of Swords has come up, which is words, creating a situation, but a lot of change, but a lot of argument stuff going on. And then we've got our Justice card. So it's almost like they needed someone else. But I mean, look at the crazy stuff that's going on, you know,
Yeah.
over there. It's very crazy. So yeah, I feel that maybe she wasn't quite what was needed, but it was just showing people as well. Look how crazy it is. They've had 3 prime ministers in like a year, and you know
Yeah.
their queen's gone, and you know, so there's a lot being taken down. So we'll just see what actually comes out of that one.
Wow.
So
Wow. Okay. Okay, so that's it. We are good for today. That was so
wow,
fast.
always goes
Everybody,
so
thank you
fast.
for your questions. I'm so grateful that you were here today to save me because I really didn't have a whole lot. I'm trying to find those chats again so I can look at them before the show, but anyway, we made it. So I'm excited and I'm happy. And did you have anything from Jazzy?
Let me just tune in. He's singing a song for me. What's that song? Don't worry, be happy. It's just like, yeah. So just stay in that beautiful, joyful state, guys. You're incredibly powerful. We are incredibly powerful beings. Just remember that we're much more than this whole situation. We're much more than this body. So just tap into that. It's powerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's still singing.
That's awesome. Well,
I
everybody,
know.
definitely have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I know Marie's going to for sure. And just hang in there, stay in the high vibration. And we love you guys.
Yeah, you're very loved.
All right. Take care, everyone.